Anyone watch any good
real.
scary movies? I saw the new Paranormal
Right.
Activity.
Well, they're just about to get on Twitch, so I didn't want to
Yeah.
jump on here beforehand. I am going to take a picture of that, so I don't know what that is.
Yep, we're live.
Yes.
Hi, guys.
Hey,
What's
everybody.
up?
We
What's
are
up?
live.
Wait, what is this? This YouTube? This is YouTube. Oh,
I
hey
hear
guys.
echo.
This is Art of the
echo,
Roll.
I know. I need to take.
This is Art of
I
the
need
Roll
to
Vlog.
turn off the sound on my.
Oh,
Echo,
we
echo,
hear-
echo,
yeah, we're
echo,
hearing-
echo.
Yeah,
Or
who's
it's you.
echoing? Is it me?
No, no.
That was me. I just turned it off.
I was just trying to make it echo more.
Oh, wow.
Team player.
That's great.
Classic Dungeon Master. We're all trying to do something, and Greg is fucking with
Such a
us.
troll.
Such a troll.
Oops, I muted myself.
Okay.
So where should we begin?
Level. Where should we begin?
Anybody remember where we started off on this campaign? It was waking up, right?
We woke up and we got
Yeah.
some breakfast sandwiches. No, we didn't.
No.
We
because
didn't
we
right
had
away.
to take care of
No,
the
Zenekobe
deed
was
first.
doing weird things in her room.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
For
Weird
for
things.
Zenekobe's
Listen,
recap,
don't judge me.
we when they woke up, you were in the library, or at least where the library would be, and you were basically tinkering with stuff, and you told them to get out, leave you alone. You've come up with a breakthrough, and you've been working on for years, and you're not gonna take the time to deal with them. You're gonna deal with the breakthrough. And so I believe after that, you all went with Volo to get the deed signed, and you found out that Zenekobe had already signed it during the night.
Because she's
So-
that prepared.
Zenekobe is now partial owner of Trollskull Manor, along with everybody else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Alpha sounds so happy about that.
Yeah.
Ooh. Living in the city, what she always wanted.
Oh no.
And we came across, there was, as we were getting the deed signed, there was a few other potential adventures that came our way, like
That's right.
haunted scarecrows, which sounded really exciting
Oh,
to me, and I
God.
wanted to go fight the haunted scarecrows, but everyone was like, no, there's not enough money in haunted scarecrows because farmers don't pay very well. And I'm
There's
like, it's
no
Halloween, let's fight some haunted scarecrows, but nobody wanted to.
They didn't quite say haunted, but yeah, they were scarecrows.
I also
Well.
I think part of it is that like Grey
It would
Hive
have been,
from a beautiful farming community is all about the scarecrows and the agrarian lifestyle. I am not. Fitz is not into that. Fitz
He's
is
a
like
city slicker. He's the city mouse for sure.
yeah, definitely City Mouse.
But we
Yeah.
know what Fitz would do. He would roll to seduce
I
the scarecrow.
I did roll to seduce the magistrate who signed our deed. It wasn't my best roll. She was an enemy. That's okay.
Yeah.
I get it. I can take rejection.
The magistrate, yeah. And then what else do we do? So we got the deed stamped.
Yeah, you got the deed stamped by the magistrate. You tried asking the magistrate for work, and she forwarded you to what was his name?
The Lord, the guy with the
Yeah, Jalister Silvermane.
Oh
Yeah.
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 And then we ended up going. Oh yeah, we went on a quest, but at one point, I think on the way there, we did actually get the breakfast sandwiches.
on the
We
way back.
actually-
Oh
Okay.
yeah, on the way to
Yeah.
Jalister. That was important to get the breakfast sandwiches.
And
Was
oh
it-
my god,
And it's, you carried like some weird extra sandwich in your pocket for the whole time.
yeah.
Yeah, I saved it for
Grey
Zenekobe,
Hive
so I did
Grey Hive-
actually.
I don't remember that.
still has a
You
breakfast
saved
sandwich
me a sandwich?
You probably
Yeah.
in his
Yeah,
pocket
you-
for you.
But
Don't
it's
eat it.
24 hours later, so it's a little stale. It's been in my pocket, and then we've had numerous combat.
It was probably a little sweaty.
It's
But,
probably
you know.
it's probably bloody. Honestly, it's probably crusted with your dried
Oh
blood.
yeah, you got hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I almost died. Yeah.
Spoilers. We have
Yeah.
had
But
movies.
I think the sandwich might have lessened the damage. You know, it went like it got hit in
Probably.
the chest and went through the sandwich. That might have
Mm.
saved me. So
Mm.
Thank God you
yes.
had that breakfast sandwich.
But what happened next? You did track down after quite a
Oh
bit
no!
of time.
Then we went. Then
Oh,
we,
you
yeah,
know,
we
you
went
talked
to
to
the
s- yeah.
tavern to get the guy,
Yeah, you talked
And
to
there was
Jalister
a-
Silvermane.
and there was a cleric who healed our friend Rayner's brain,
Obaya,
the brain
yeah.
puppy,
oh,
and
yeah.
who
Very
thought
important,
that
yeah.
it was extremely charming. So I don't know.
Who was?
Zenekobe, you're
Obaya
gonna
or
have to-
Rainier?
Huh?
Who was charming?
The well, Rainier's always charming, but the cleric thought
Ah.
Fitz was charming.
Oh yeah.
In fact, she was
Well,
pretty
I think Rainier also was basically like, okay, now I owe Fitz a favor. Whatever you need, let me know, kind of thing.
He didn't just call it
Yeah.
Fitz, but yeah.
Yes. Yeah, basically Fitz was just super charming, and both the cleric and Rainier were just like, oh, who is this guy? And it was great. So
Exactly
Zenekobi,
how
you
it
need
went.
to up your seduction.
Yeah,
game.
exactly.
We won't mention
How
when
it
she asked about your religion and how that went, but
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that wasn't a deal breaker though. She was just like, okay, he's lying, but he's still kind of she's
Well,
still into you.
you got
I
the
got
hint
that
that
vibe,
it went from I'm interested in this guy to I need to save this guy.
Ghost.
Oh,
Mm.
hey, I think Fitz will take it. There's worse things in life than
Yeah.
someone trying to save you. Oof,
Yeah.
that's too many relationships. And then we left the tavern and went to the docks.
But
Yeah.
so we
Oh no, you got the
but
mission.
but not before there was we were offered this adventure, but Alpha went into supreme negotiation mode. Let's not gloss over that it got really intense, and because she wanted more than the rest of us, and she wanted 50% up front, and even then she was like not willing to do it because
I don't
it
know if you
wasn't
guys
very much
noticed,
money.
there was technically a time in that negotiation where she started not being interested in the money as much. Of course, she went back to the money by the end of it, but
That I did notice that there was
Jump.
I don't know, Greyhide. I remember you
I tuned out.
not noticing, but
negotiations.
yeah, he was talking about the Red Wizard, and Alpha was just like, Red Wizard.
Oh
where's
yeah, I
this
want to
Red
go
Wizard?
on that
We
quest,
should
the
learn
Red
more
Wizard
about it."
quest. And he's like, nah.
Yeah,
No, that's
Too much
Well,
confidential
we have to-
information.
level.
You have to join their guild or whatever to be able to
Yeah.
go on that quest.
To get that quest.
the
So
Lord's Alliance, as he called it.
The
which
Lord's Alliance.
was the main reason we wanted to do. We wanted to, we wanted the posh membership. We get these membership jackets and a badge.
I do
Benefits.
like Alpha does want the membership now, but until mention,
Mhm.
she may.
How does
have
one go
get
about
touch.
receiving one of these memberships?
Well, we do a mission for the Lord's Alliance, and then they bring us into the Lord's Alliance as they're like people that do missions for them.
Did
Which
we
is what led us
negotiate for
to our-
Zenekobi too? Does she get membership? Because she wasn't there. I don't know.
She
I
wasn't
think
there.
so.
I think
She
if
wasn't
we
Oh, we
there.
just,
did. We
yeah,
mentioned that there were. We mentioned that there were.
Then we had a party. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So-
Yeah.
but
and that mission was to go find Harko Swornhold, an evil adventurer who was exiled years ago, who had made it back into the town and was seen talking to Kinkus.
mhm,
He had a scar on his eye.
yeah.
He was missing an eye with a scar over it. Kind of a big hardy guy.
Yeah.
But,
Oh yeah, tough guy for sure. Also, kind of smelly, and
Yeah, a little
also
smelly.
seen consorting with the Xanathar, our old gang enemy.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
might
after
also
some
be-
after some investigation, so how should we say this? From Fitz and Greyhide's perspective, you all split up to do some investigation, and when you came back together, you found Alpha with 1 HP sitting in some refuge in the side of an alley somewhere.
with her bag and sword,
Aw.
like 20 meters away.
With
in the
a
middle of an
strange
alley.
crystal next to her bag and sword that was just on the
Yeah.
ground.
It's just like, so what did you do? Like stab yourself a bunch of times and go lie in a garbage pile? What happened? What is
You could come to that conclusion.
But Alpha promised she would tell us when Zenekobi was there, and then Greyhide did his holy hand of healing to bring her back from.
The Triple H, I call it.
All Alpha said was that there were things that needed to be shared when Zenekobi would be there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, why?
She didn't want to spill it
was-
to us unless her gal was there.
Well, Fitz
I
had
appreciate it.
a funny dream we don't know about that he never shared. So
Rick has not told you guys about his dream yet.
That
fact,
wasn't alpha
God told
jealousy.
you guys a lot of things, but
First of all, Fitz has a bunch of things he's keeping a secret that nobody wants to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we will. I'm sure.
But
we'll
Alpha
come up.
was pretty messed up, and I think it was like we were talking about, like we're taking her back home and just like calling it a night and forgetting about it. But Alpha, she wanted to proceed on the quest, to her credit.
Sorry.
And,
Yeah,
and
Alpha
find this
pulled
bad
herself
baddie.
together, brushed the garbage off of her, and
I think the job was
Yeah, you were right there to finish the job too. You were literally like 10 houses down from it, as you found out. And so you eventually
thanks
went
to
and,
a filthy hobo who tipped us off to his whereabouts.
Yep.
A vagrant,
Mhm.
of what do they call them? A squatter.
squatter.
Yeah. Because these were a bunch of abandoned places.
Time.
And that's
Yeah.
when you found the guy, and you came up with the most brilliant, should we say, deception for him.
God.
When Greyhide went out to the window and tried to hire him as an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was.
think it
And
was.
I thought we actually had a shot at convincing him. If we said that we needed somebody with his peculiar looks for a theatrical production, and he would be paid very handsomely. And then Fitz showed up and introduced himself as the wealthy benefactor, but he just wasn't buying it. He said he hated actors, but then he said, "Well, let us at least buy you some drinks and ply you with liquor, and there's no charge to us. Just we want to try and convince you, and if you walk away." And then he pulled out his crossbow.
Well, then at that point, you
Yeah.
heard a familiar voice say, "Zenithar sends his regards," and you notice a kinku beak sticking up over the window, looking out at you.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
The betrayal.
Oh, we also
of Tricky Parts.
discovered last episode that Alpha
Yes.
can speak rat.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, you found out who was in the building in the first place from talking to a rat.
You can speak rat.
It's rat tease.
Tease.
Yeah.
Actually, they take a little bit of offense. So, yeah.
It was. A,
And then, so she found out that in the building there were 2 kinkus, and by the description, the guy we were looking for.
Yeah, so that's how you knew that there were 2 other kinkus with them as well. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
while they were selling this play idea, that, by the way, guys, it didn't exist, right? It was just a diversion. But I felt like you guys they forgot about that they were like the play idea was.
I think to Greyhide, he was actually, this could work.
Yeah.
This could work. This play I
Yeah.
want to do.
Someone,
Yeah.
Greyhide, you really wanted him to actually hire him and do a
And
play.
I think if he would have been on board, I would have forgotten about the bounty and figured out a way to mount an actual play. I think that was my thinking at that point. It's just like this could really work. He's like he had a really great character, has a character face.
So meanwhile, while that discussion's going on, Alpha goes around to the front to try and lockpick, but then she didn't have the necessary tools to lockpick the front door.
They're not cheap either.
They are not cheap. But then Fitz had the tools, but he was kind of torn between
Continue
really
with
liked
the
the play
deception.
idea.
Or
I hated
or actually come and do something
hated the
practical.
Fitz hated the play idea. He was just worried that Greyhide was gonna blow the cover, because what kind of hardened criminal on the run would believe that they wanted him for a play? Apparently, Greyhide was very convincing. But
yeah, Fitz
was
came
not.
off like, this is not how you deceive someone. What's wrong with you?
I stand corrected. But then Fitz snuck away and did the stealth thing.
Yeah.
The lock was easy.
I think it definitely provided a diversion, even though he did ideally he would have come along and then we could have clubbed him over the head. But at least he was,
You would have been stuck outside longer if you hadn't have done something like that.
That's
Even though
fair,
the diversion was awkward, you would have been stuck outside a lot longer.
True.
No, I think that diversion just was perfect, and we capitalized oddly.
Yeah,
Good
the only
job,
way it could have been better is if he
Greyhide.
somehow let you in, I guess. But as far as that one went,
Unlikely.
I mean, it went pretty well for what the diversion was.
Yeah. It was also hilarious.
There he is.
But yeah, so then we picked the lock, pretty easy. Just want to say Fitz is used to a much higher grade of lock
Yeah.
than this shanty had going for it. Yeah.
So you broke in, you
Wait,
dispatched
and
him.
then
Oh no,
And-
you didn't.
Yeah, before
Yeah.
we were ready to break in, the lock was picked, and then Tricky Bastard
Oh my
takes
god.
a crossbow and shoots Greyhide
Oh, yeah.
in the chest, rolls an insanely
He rolled a
good
crit.
roll,
I
Yeah.
rolled a critical. Yeah.
gets Greyhide an inch from the heart. Greyhide is dying on the lawn.
Yeah. And it's
For those who
it's
don't know who Tricky Bastard is, I don't know if anybody's new to catching up with us or.
Tricky bastard is a tricky bastard.
He was like Kinku from earlier.
we spared his
missions.
life and decided for no reason really, but I think it was Greyhide's initial suggestion was like, hey, let's bring him along on the adventure. Like, you know,
Well,
it's
he
'cause I
was
didn't-
very useful. He had knowledge.
He had information that we
he
needed.
did.
Yeah, but
That's true.
that information was only useful up to like even before bringing him with us. Like we didn't need him past that point. He gave us what we needed.
He
He
did.
was just kind of a liability on the mission.
He did
We
allow you to
needed
get
him.
through that Xanathar hideout faster
Yeah.
because
yeah.
he literally ran you through it trying to escape.
Oh, he led us to his boss.
Because
yeah.
we were chasing him.
Right.
But anyways,
And then he ran away and betrayed us, and then Alpha shot the shit out of him, and then he was dying, and then we tied him up, and then he got away. But then Alpha and then Xenocobi and Fitz had to tackle him, and then we brought him to the magistrate, and then somehow he got away from the magistrate. Like,
He's a tricky bastard.
guys,
Yeah, he's
he's a
before we
tricky
tell him
bastard.
what I just saw in chat, someone commented that they're caught up and they're glad that Tricky Bastard is still alive and kicking.
Ooh.
Spoilers.
Well, there's always necromancers.
Well, so we haven't gotten to that part yet. So basically now we're caught up. Tricky Bastard has
Wow.
savagely attacked Greyhide, and Greyhide is at death's door. And
Oh, you took more hits
yeah.
than that. I think you took a hit from him, and then you took a hit from the guy inside, and then
Yes.
you went in and got hit by the guy inside again, and you were literally at
I
death's
got
door
down
at
to
that
one
point.
hit point, but I never
Yeah.
actually, but I
Went
was
under.
I'm actually live on Art of the Roll on
I was
Twitch.
hurting.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So does someone want to just what happened to Tricky Bastard?
Well, how about the
man.
person who ended him? The person who
Oh.
did something.
Fitz just runs into this little shack, and first of all, didn't Greyhide run in and kill the other Kinku first?
I killed another Kenku with this thing really
Yeah.
badly, and I think
Yeah.
I don't know if I rolled a crit, but I did a ton of damage, and I did divine
Smite. Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
just crushed his head, and that
His
was
axe
because
started
I was like
glowing.
I was like messed up at that point, so
Yeah.
probably killed him a little harder than I should have. But it was
People got to see why paladins are OP.
Mm-hmm. It was a beautiful moment. Just his hair was ruffled by a gentle breeze. And his angelic choir sounded as the axe came swinging down. Yeah, and then I came in and I saw Tricky, and Fitz was just so angry that he screamed that you betrayed us, and he pulled out his rapier and did this thing that he now knows how to do somehow, where it's the Eldritch Blast, but like it drags the person towards you. Kind of like the
Ooh.
Scorpion Get Over Here thing. It's pretty dope.
Ooh, yeah.
So Fitz just channeled the goddess and fired a blast to just drag Tricky towards him, and Tricky
That's a great reference.
just
Finish him.
came right into the sword and suddenly was skewered. And then I stared into his eyes and I said, "I trusted you." And then I flicked his body to the floor and it splattered.
And
was a
Tricky
very-
said while dying, "You should take the bird with you."
That's really sad.
Sad.
It was.
He betrayed us,
was.
but he also
You crit, by
he
the
was
way, I
one
think.
of us.
But-
I did crit. I didn't mean to
You did.
kill him immediately. I
Yeah.
meant to just drag him over and but no.
Did a
it-
crap ton of damage. Yeah.
So that
That's
takes
really
care
mad.
of two Kinkus now, and then there's our main guy is the only one left, and he was tough. Like we all hit him really hard, and he kept going. Right?
He just kept going. Alpha was firing with her hunter's mark, so he was like,
I hit him with a divine smite, and he was still going after that. I hit him really hard, I hit him like right in the shoulder or something like that, and he kept going. And then I think it might have been was it Alpha who got the final one, the final blow?
it was. I tried to non-lethal him because Alpha was like, I don't kill people for under 50 gold. So like, so I tried to non-lethal and like
Wow.
pommel bash him and like.
The guy said dead or alive. I was against it. Like, I'm not killing anybody for 30 gold.
Yeah, weirdest moral compass ever. I will kill anyone you want, just not for 30 gold. Like,
You'll deal with the pressure on your conscience for 50 gold, but not 30.
If you're on a bounty, like, it better be a good bounty.
I think Amalia froze.
So then
I didn't give a specific number. I only said that for 30, I'm not killing anyone.
Yeah.
Because you remember, he said when he sent us on the job, he said dead or alive, but preferably dead. And I said, I'm not killing anyone.
What would have it cost him for dead?
Yeah.
What's Amalia's rate for?
I guess you guys will have to tune in to future episodes.
Okay.
You know, I would do the killing just for good customer service, and I want referrals because I'm always thinking ahead that way. You know, I want referral business.
Yeah,
like
but then you end up in jail, and then you just don't get any other jobs. For what? Some dude with 2 birds in some house somewhere?
By the way, in the chat, number 1, I have faith Tricky will return.
No.
Well, in a way, we paid an homage because after we captured our guy, we did a search. Everyone was searching around for treasure, but Greyhide decided to pluck 2 feathers from our friend Tricky Bastard and attach them to his axe. So we will always have this memorabilia of our friend Tricky Bastard.
That mercenary guy you killed though was tougher than I think you guys expected. He took a lot of hits.
But we didn't.
He took
But
so
wait,
many hits.
we didn't kill him. Remember,
No, he's knocked him
tied
out.
up now.
Yeah.
But he's like severely knocked out.
I think that's basically where
Are
he
there
left
levels
off.
of unconsciousness?
Yeah.
I guess there are.
He also,
that is where
we
we left
also searched him. We also
Yeah.
searched him for stuff, and Alpha found. I mean, the other 2 didn't see it, but she found some little green kind of jade.
Yeah.
Sort of miniature piece on him.
Yeah, figurine
and
of some
she sort of tucked that in her bag for later, and she found 30 gold, which she
actually shared with the 2 of us, and Fitz was super impressed. Like, wow, who are you? And
Yeah, she looked at it for a second. There was some thought there.
yeah. Meanwhile, the mercenary has slashed the shit out of Greyhide, who already had Tricky Bastard's arrow lodged in his sternum. So he is dying.
Didn't somebody pull it out of me and it almost killed me? Because
that would be Fitz.
Yeah, let's try to help pull out the arrow.
Let it be known, that would be Fitz. And then we tried to give him one of our healing potions that we had, but we realized that probably expired from a while back, so it was only like...
No, it was one of the ones we got from the Mind Flayer's treasure room.
Yeah, but it only gives them like 4 points. I think it had already kind of expired, so it wasn't...
Oh, yeah. Because you rolled 2 ones on the healing potion or something.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, maybe it didn't work because while we were trying to administer the healing potion, he would not stop doing a death soliloquy. And we were like, just take the potion.
Right.
And he was like, as the light fades, the sundering, just take the potion and not die.
No, I was enjoying the melodrama of the moment and just, you know, the attention, yes.
I'm glad it didn't happen, but I pretty much expected Greyhide to keep talking, not accept the potion, and then pass out and
then
actually die because he wouldn't shut up. I was waining for that.
Too bad you can't just break potions on people's heads to give it to them or something.
Right? Yeah.
Anoint them with it, and then it works.
But yeah, and then we started dragging Buddy to the tavern. But are we gonna talk about what Alpha experienced that Fitz and Greyhide don't actually technically know?
We could talk about we could go through what happened. We could recap what happened there for sure.
Yeah, but our characters don't technically know it until.
And you can't ask me
Alpha
to explain why certain things happened in that scene and stuff like that. But
yeah.
So Alpha, after unpacking a package that was wrapped like her parents used to give her gifts in the past, opened up and found the beautiful ovular crystal about palm size, which then some magic activated. It out some poison in her face and knocked her out and teleported her away. The
What?
Teleported her away.
Where
Yeah.
to? That's
See,
just
then-
a terrifying concept for me. I'm sorry.
And, just a little bit of info there.
You think that's terrifying?
Alpha had a moment where when she saw the package, she had a moment where she thought, she should probably open this with Fitz and Greyhide because she's overly cautious, as you guys may know. But for some reason, I think with it being wrapped the way it was, she was kind of overtaken by emotion and
put off guard a little.
against her better judgment, opened the package anyways on her own.
It
Yeah.
was beautiful.
So she awakened, tied to a chair, with someone familiar to her across the table,
Ooh.
basically cackling in both laughter and anger about certain experiments that were done on Alpha,
Oh.
and that since he couldn't replicate something that she had, he instead is going to make her do her bidding for him. And then prove that if Alpha even tries to hurt him, she gets knocked out and takes damage. And
Wow.
said that if she doesn't find Neverember's gold and give it to him by year's end, by year's time, she was going to die.
So this
From
is
the
why
spell.
she was so particularly interested in the Red Wizard, because this was somebody.
The
that
guy was
she
wearing
didn't-
a red robe, a red robe.
Yeah.
And
So
Fitz
this
would
might
buy
be someone
that.
she knew. Do we lose Mike? We're the best ones anyway. Oh, there he is.
What happened? Did the Red Wizard transport me
Yes.
away? Okay,
Uh,
yeah. Sorry,
But yeah,
continue.
knocked her out to 1 hit point, or knocked her out, woke her back up at 1 hit point, and then after telling her that she's going to do all this stuff and that there's no way that she's going to be able to do anything except help him, and she's going to figure it out for him, and basically said, now go back, I'm done with you, go away, and teleported her back into a pile of garbage, which is where
That's mean.
Fitz and Greyhide found her.
He could have
Yeah.
teleported her anywhere, and he just goes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sends a message.
It was on purpose.
He could have put her in a fountain. He didn't have to put her in the garbage.
Sounds like a real jerk. I would
real
have used some strong language. Sounds like a real jerk, this guy.
Not the best.
jerk.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Yeah, that was really intense and clearly terrifying for Alpha. Like,
I should
Man.
get the
Yeah.
music I used.
I can't wait to see
Oh,
where
yeah.
this goes.
yeah,
How
I
this
can't wait.
goes.
I can't wait until she gets us to go fight a dragon and steal the dragon's gold, and then has to betray us for her Red Wizard friend. I don't know, speculative, but I'm just saying.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
No? Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I don't
no,
hear
can
it. That's
hear
weird.
Yeah. Oh.
That was
Very
the
much
music
weird.
for it. How come I can't hear it? That's weird. Oh, well, I'll figure it out later. Some other
Yeah.
time.
It was.
That was
super
pretty intense.
Yeah, that was playing the
Wow.
whole time.
Scary.
It's terrifying.
It's
Yeah.
like dark and scary.
But yeah,
Also, Greg's ability to be insanely creepy turns out to be quite heightened.
it's how I was growing up.
Oh,
No,
ugh.
not really.
Oh.
I did practice the crazy laugh, you know.
Mm,
I did that
Yeah.
quite a lot.
terrifying.
Yeah, that guy's
You
crazy.
sounded like the Grinch.
The Grinch who stole Christmas.
Hmm. Oh my
Wow.
god.
No.
Great
Are we
heights
gonna-
the Grinch when he laughs.
Are we gonna have a Yuletide episode where Waterdeep is celebrating Christmas and we
Please.
I wonder if they have Christmas in
In
And-
Waterdeep? Oh, yeah.
Forgotten
probably
Realms.
some sort of weird medieval
Forgotten
midwinter
Realms.
thing?
Christmas. I have a Christmas one-shot
Ooh.
campaign where you
Maybe-
can play
maybe
just
they
like
have
one
some kind
evening.
They might have
It was
some
the night
like
before Christmas,
pagan-
all in the house. The only one up was Alpha. Waiting for Santa with a crossbow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
getting ready to hustle him for some gold.
What's a Santa?
All right, Santa, listen, I need 30 up front, okay?
Yeah. I'd tell you what my one shot is, but we might play it, so then it would spoil it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
don't
no.
tell us just in case.
Surprise. It'll be like
I
a
have
Christmas
a-
special.
I have a July 4th one, which might not mean as much to you guys, I guess. And then I
Yeah, it
have
does.
a
We have July 1st in Canada, so it's
Oh, okay.
you know, we have fireworks
It's a few
too,
days
so it's
ahead.
wonderful.
We have fireworks too.
And it's
pretty
slightly
nice.
less, festive, but it's we're celebrating because we're celebrating Canada.
I have a that one takes place in colonial America, and then
Yep.
I have a Thanksgiving one, and then I
Okay.
have a Christmas one. Those are the only
Yeah.
holiday ones I have.
Nice.
Yeah, Yuletide, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say it might be like some kind of pagan festival or
Most.
I was just looking.
That
Look
would
like
be
they have one called Winter Shield. I don't know what it's about though.
Winter Shield. Ooh.
Oh,
I know
yeah,
in
they says
Warcraft they
basically
have,
fantasy Christmas.
What was it called? Feast of Wintervale? Happy Feast of Wintervale.
I remember that.
or some-
Nice.
Ghost, what are you
But that's
doing?
Warcraft. I don't know. I'm just,
Ghosts are busy.
Close enough? I don't know.
I guess,
I mean,
Yeah.
it's interesting because now, the whole world has like 5 different
Aw.
traditions from different religions that have all gone viral. Versus at that time in Waterdeep, there'd probably be like the High Elves have their Midwinter Festival. The Dark Elves sacrifice their children to the spider. The
Oh my god!
Dwarves, like everyone has their own thing. You
That's
know?
like every Tuesday for the
Christmas,
Dark Elves.
Adelaide, you're the sacrifice.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this must be Tuesday.
Stupid humans.
Yeah, it looks like they have one where you during right before the New Year, you drink warm cider, broths infused with medical herbs to get you high, and
Like it.
Ooh.
all that type of thing.
Ooh, magical herbs.
I feel like Fitz is gonna be super about this holiday.
I'm gonna say medicinal herbs, but same thing.
I need you to calm down.
I feel like that's gonna be something he's really on board with. Almost as excited as Zenekobi's dog. Not quite. Not quite.
Yeah, that dog
That's
is
a
very excited.
excited dog.
Ghost. Sit. Thank you. God. Mercy. Stop it.
Oh, that's gonna make it worse. It's like my wife. Whenever she has food, she yells at the cat, "No, no, no!" and then she gives him food. So now what the cat has learned that first you get yelled at, "No, no, no," and then you get food.
That's the Pavlovian response. Now,
Right.
no means food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I get these humans are kind of weird, but I just make them angry and then they feed me. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, she also trained the cat to actually paw her, so the cat will lift up its paw and like tap her on the elbow for food. It's pretty.
Yeah,
adorable.
Charlie does that to me. He puts his little paw on my shoulder like this. And he just holds it there.
I have a free feeder
okay.
for them, but if my cats feel like they need attention, they'll go to another room and scream.
Oh,
Hey, Carly.
that is a technique I also use to get attention frequently.
Yeah. My black cat will carry around his little ball and meow while it's in his mouth, just and walk around the house with it.
That's so cute.
And it's
Yeah.
like you want to let them play. You don't want to tell them to stop playing, but they're so loud.
Yeah,
Cats
he's
are
very
like,
loud.
very
And the-
vocal.
And I don't even think he wants to play. I have no idea what he wants. I pick up the ball and I throw it and he just looks at me like I'm an idiot. I'm like, what? Why did you bring this here?
He brought it so that you could throw it so that he could scorn you.
I think it's because he wants a particular food or something, so he thinks he's bringing like a dead animal to me. So effectively, I just picked up the dead animal and threw it, and he's like, what the hell?
Fun. You don't like my offering? You're not going to give me some kibble?
My cats want to play catch like Ghost plays catch, but when
Yeah.
I throw it, they're like they'll run after it and then they'll look at it and then they'll come back to me and I'm like,
That's not how it works.
Did
That's
you guys
great.
did we want to open up some questions if people had any questions for us?
Yeah, if anyone has
let's
any
listen.
questions.
Let's interact with our fans. That's a great
Question?
idea.
Yeah,
So
what do we
many
got
of
in the
if
chat?
you guys have any questions, now's
One-
the time to ask.
Oh,
One room is correct about
Yeah.
this all.
he wants to show you how to hunt by demonstrating his kill.
Mm-hmm. This
Been
is
referring
how cats
to
fly.
that.
Ah,
Oh, man.
I like how that was so dramatic.
close. I see.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to know what Zenakobi is working on in the weird.
It's none of your business. Are you a high elf?
Are
Wow.
you?
I don't know.
You'll find out next time, probably.
Yeah, did you?
Well,
Oh,
maybe.
oh,
What?
oh man, I'm so excited to be revealed.
As an actor,
That's such-
I want everything to
I know.
come out. As a writer, I don't want any of it to come out.
Right?
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a
it's
very
taking
interesting
time. I'm happy with it.
duality there.
Yeah.
Mm. How was everyone's weekend?
Where did Alpha? Oh,
I played D&D.
Really? What?
Nice.
Without
Yeah.
us?
D&D.
Were you
Really?
DMing or you were actually
No,
playing
no, I was a
character?
player. But we
Oh, you
we
played.
hosted it at my house. I made
Nice.
like a 13-hour pulled pork roast overnight for it.
Mm. That sounds fantastic.
Sumptuous.
Why do I not live in Florida?
I watched scary movies last night.
In Florida.
Oh, yeah?
Scary
Carved a
movies.
pumpkin.
Nice.
I actually went to a burlesque show last night.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like those. I haven't been to one in a long time.
I
It's
went
always
to
fun.
what's it called? Cherry Colas. It's like this kind of. It looks like a vampire's den if you guys have never been, basically.
Mm.
And they do this like, yeah, it's pretty old school underground. Like it was a Halloween themed burlesque. It was fun, like, really
Yeah, that's
funny
pretty
and
dope.
fun, and yeah,
That's cool. I've never done a haunted
I haven't
house.
gone out in
actually.
a very long time.
I have a question for Alpha from James Puffinger. Where did you get your mask?
From Loki.
It's my roommate's, and she got it at a place in Toronto called Spirit Halloween.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't actually end up using it, unfortunately. This was supposed to be part of a mask. So she's from Morocco, and there is this. Oh, I am not going to tell the story right, but maybe I'll ask her the details, and then on Thursday I can tell the story quickly. But it's some beautiful goddess that has these horns, but her feet are like hooves of like goats, and she like kills people. But like anyway, I don't know. Anyway, it was this thing she was supposed to dress up as, and she couldn't find. It was like part of like the Moroccan like urban legends kind of thing. But I guess she couldn't find like all the pieces to the costume, and she didn't want to do it like halfway. So we just have this beautiful mask now. And I was like, well, I'm gonna use it. But I will. Okay, Thursday before we start playing, when we go live, I will get the story in proper detail, and I will tell it.
Of the horny Moroccan goddess. All right.
Who wears like goat feet?
Goat things. I did the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh,
I
really?
dressed up as Frankenfurter.
Love.
Oh,
You
real?
did?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
That is one of my favorite movies.
Amazing. It's
So
great.
fun. So fun.
Wow.
That's legit one of my favorite movies too. I love it.
Really?
Yeah. I've never been to a live screening of it, but I think Tim Curry's, it's probably the best male performance in film ever. Like I just love Tim Curry's performance in that so much, and I
I
love
thought
the
it was
music.
supposed to be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like going to the live ones though. The live shows.
There's this one set. My favorite moment was the person in the theater said, "How the narrator is talking about the sickly things," and then the person in the audience yells, "How often do you masturbate?" And the narrator leans in and says, "Every night." It's so good. There's so many little moments like that where like they know exactly what to ask right before the character says a line to just make it.
Oh, I love the callbacks.
Yeah.
Michael,
So
where did you
Wow.
go see it? Where did you go?
Princess Cinema in Waterloo.
Oh wow, okay.
Waterloo. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You went to
Waterloo,
Waterloo.
Ontario,
Wow.
land of my childhood, and parents' house, whose basement I'm currently in.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, your decor is different.
Well, that's because I didn't put the blue screen up. Usually, it's
Oh, yeah,
just
okay.
I have a blue screen
Yeah.
behind me. I was like, this is a recap. I don't.
Thank you, Infamous.
Carlitos is asking what's
Yeah,
everyone's
that's the effort.
favorite movie. I feel like that's so. Like, is that favorite movie ever? Or favorite Halloween movie?
The Never-Ending Story.
Really?
Nice.
I'll say The
It's
Shining.
also it's a 3-part. Never-Ending Story,
Wow.
Star Wars,
Why
and
do you guys
New
just
Hope,
have an answer?
Pirates of the Caribbean. The first
Yeah, I
one.
can't think of one.
I'm
Those
like,
are my top 3.
Nice. Big fan of Pirates of the Caribbean 1 and Lord of the Rings and
Lord of the
Napoleon Dynamite. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Because
That's
it's
a wonderful
just,
very-
movie, Napoleon Dynamite.
Napoleon Dynamite's awesome.
yeah, I watched it with 5 people who all hated it except me. Like,
Really?
everyone else in the room was like, this is boring, this is slow, this is the dumbest movie. I'm just sitting there like,
He's like,
oh, it's
laughing.
so good.
It's beautiful. It's like it's like the perfect movie. Like, you know,
It's
Uncle
the
Rico.
milk of human awkwardness. Like, it is.
Reminds me
my
so much of my
childhood.
own youth, actually. You know,
Really?
Oh God, yeah.
just growing up in a medium-sized town, and you know, I don't know.
Oh,
it's
really?
just and the awkwardness of high school. And yes, I do identify with Napoleon himself. So
I mean, I do a lot of dancing with Psy alone. You know.
This is what I last
Yes.
dressed as for Halloween. I was a hipster.
Oh,
Wow.
awesome.
That's very
The soy boy
successful.
smile. I love it. That's a great
what
soy
is
boy
in your
smile.
hand?
Wow.
That's a Jello shot. It's literally alcoholic Jello in
Yeah.
a shot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
I've had
hipster.
a few too many of those. We have other fans of Napoleon Dynamite in chat.
Yeah, Carlitos, exactly. It's fun.
Oh yeah.
There's this movie, I don't know that it's my favorite, but it's just coming to mind. There's this movie I really liked. It's pretty old. It's called Memento. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
Oh yeah, it's Chris,
And,
Chris Carter's first big one.
Basically a guy that
No, not Chris Carter. Christopher Nolan's first big movie. Yeah, Memento.
Christopher Nolan, one of the best directors
Yeah.
ever.
it's very good. He he has memory loss and some stuff went down. I really don't want to say a lot about it, but some stuff went down and his memories kind of reset and he's trying to solve something that may have happened to him, but his memories kind of always reset, and so he starts to write it, but he loses the paper, and he starts to leave all these clues that get lost, washed away. So he starts tattooing himself this like map and these clues on his body. So when he wakes up, he has all this stuff written all over him, and he tries to map back, like go. So it's kind of movie that jumps in time a lot backward, and the movie's kind of working itself backward to try to find like what happened to him. So it's very, I don't know, really cool. I like those movies that are like kind of puzzle, kind of brainy, like get you really, really engaged. And that one was it's a bit of a mind twist, but it's really, really well done.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I
got them.
think mine would be either Star Trek: The Wrath of Khan
Oh.
or Star Wars:
Empire.
Return of the Jedi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. All
I
right.
actually wasn't as big on Empire as a lot of people are. I mean, I still like it. I just didn't think it was the
Listen.
best one.
Empire was the one that wasn't really supposed to happen, right? They wanted to do, wasn't it in the commentary they were talking about how they only had Harrison Ford for 2 movies and they wanted to have him for Return of the Jedi, but they needed him in Empire or something like that. And that's why you don't see him as much in Empire or something like that.
Yeah, he wanted to be killed off. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would too if I broke my leg on set and they were like, "Let's keep filming."
Wow. When did that
Harrison
happen?
Ford.
I think that was in the first one. One of the doors slammed on his leg while they were like
Ouch.
running out and broke his leg or something like that, or his arm. And they were
He-
like, "Let's keep going."
He wasn't even supposed to be in the movie originally. Harrison Ford. He was a script reader. Like he would
Yeah.
just
The
act out
question
pieces
was,
of the script.
what's everyone's favorite movie?
Yeah,
He was
but he was so
also
good at
upset.
it.
He was
Yeah.
also upset because Mark Hamill and I love her.
Carrie
Carrie
Fisher.
Fisher.
Carrie Fisher. They didn't memorize their lines, so they came in like as if everything was a joke. Because I
Wow.
mean, it was just It's very like I don't know. They didn't think it was going to be as big as it was, and
Yeah.
it was huge.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Come
Yeah.
on, guys!" As a serious actor, he was like, "Learn your lines."
Yeah. Apparently, the guy who played Kenobi was just like
Oh yeah, he
this
was not happy to
fancy,
be there.
famous British actor who
Oh,
hated
yeah.
George Lucas, hated the script, hated all
And
the
to
other
come back for the
actors.
second one, it was
Wait,
like
who?
it was a Obi-Wan,
Obi-Wan
Alec
in
Guinness.
the,
Alec Guinness. Yeah. But he
Yeah.
also
not
brought a
wanna be
level
there.
of what do you call it? Professionalism apparently to it as well.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it. Is like he was
Peter
just
Cushing was a professional
good.
about it because he was the biggest. Like him and Alec Guinness were the biggest names. Like Peter Cushing was played Moff Tark, and he was even nominated for an Academy Award for Star Wars that nobody really talks
Wow.
about. But
Wow.
Yeah,
he was a
good.
big British actor. So
Empire all British.
Alec Guinness just wrote a bunch of letters to his wife about how much he hated everything on set. And it is just the most hilarious description of the making of the first Star Wars movie from the perspective of a really grouchy British actor.
The thing about the first
I
one
like
though
that.
is what's his name? I'm having a brain fart. The guy who made Star Wars, whatever his name is.
Lucas.
George Lucas.
Lucas, yes, George Lucas. He actually directed that one, and he apparently is a terrible director.
Yeah, he
So
is.
in the second and third one, sorry, I should say,
Where
in
did I
the
hear that?
fifth
I
and
think
sixth
Tom
one,
said that.
he didn't direct it. He
We
wrote
got
it, but
Irv
he didn't direct
Kirshner
it.
direct them,
Yeah.
because and that's why they
That's really sad to think
Yeah.
about because I used to think he was like one of the best directors, and now it's like
He's a good writer, but yeah,
he's a
directing-
great world builder, storyteller, producer, and with the effects, everything he did was fantastic. It's just directing actors is a whole other skill.
Yeah.
So
True.
he still is Star Wars. I still respect him for everything that he brought
yeah.
to it. But yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Gotham. I'm a huge Indiana Jones fan too. Actually,
me
he's
too. Yes,
my crush. For a long time, like big crush. Maybe still a
the
little bit.
first crush. Yep, Indiana Jones.
You're talking about
Yeah.
this
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Not
very.
Harrison Ford. Indiana Jones.
Anybody
It was
know?
Indiana Jones, Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, and then went
and
back.
I gotta throw something to Wrath of Khan. I know that got glossed over, but I'm a big Star Trek fan. And Star Trek II: Wrath of Khan is probably the one I watched more. Like I think I watched like 100 times in grade
Wow.
9, and just like I don't know, me and my buddy, we know all. I think I know every
Ooh.
single line in that one. So
7 pounds.
Yeah. What is 7 pounds?
Del Toro.
It's I liked that movie actually. It's,
Mm.
that's a very different genre we're going into now, but a very, very heart-crushing, heart-wrenching kind of movie about, I guess you could say, accountability, guilt, trauma.
and the Force and midichlorians, right? Did I say
Less
that?
so in this one.
Don't
Will Smith is in it. If you haven't seen it, I also won't say too much because it is kind of a movie that has a bit of a
Which one?
7 pounds. It has
Oh,
a bit,
that one
it has
is
a bit.
dark.
It's hard. It has a bit of a reveal in a sense. So I don't want to, in case people haven't seen it, I don't want to.
It's dark. It's
ruin
sad.
that, but it's hard. It's a very heavy. One of my favorites movies is actually called it's called Away from Her. And that's a very, very sad movie as well. And basically what The Notebook should have been. Where I hated that movie, but it's basically about this. It's a Canadian director who made it, and basically it's about this couple, and one of them has Alzheimer's, and they've been together since they're like 18, and she has to go in a home, and he ends up alone, and it's a very like kind of realistic depiction about what happens to people, and it's the people who it happens to, they end up forgetting, but the people who are left behind, they end up just a lot of them confused and alone, and it was about this man's like journey, and it was like just very, very, very well done.
Nice.
So if you like human interest stories, it's not as exciting maybe as like other kind of
Yes,
fun stuff,
Carlos,
but it's
I
very,
made fun of you for owning the Notebook.
very good.
I made fun of you for owning the Notebook. That was
Zenoko,
me.
why are you mean? I was a big
Have you
Twilight
met-
fan back in the day.
You know why I hated the Notebook? Because I hate the Notebook because
Thank you,
Alzheimer's,
Paul.
it's not a punchline. You know what I mean? Like I was just like, this is
I never saw it. I
What?
don't know what it's
doesn't
about.
matter. Don't. Yeah, it's just
Yeah, me neither.
just made me mad.
I liked it. I don't know. I saw it once.
Anybody-
I like a good chick movie, but I wouldn't say
get
that's
into
one.
it.
That's
I
not
can't.
one of my faves.
That girl is a brat. A straight up brat. She only went with him when he was her only option. Ugh.
True,
and then
yeah.
you try to paint it like it's Like it's
The
oh they're
perfect love
destined
story,
to be together. I'm like no.
I know. I hated that movie
It's
so much.
I can't get behind people. I can't. It's like my sister watches the Kardashians, and I'm like, why do you watch this? Why is somebody videotaping their life? They're terrible people. Like seriously, why am I watching the Tiger King? That girl's arm just got bit off, and they're continuing.
Oh,
Right.
she's so great about it too. Like the perfect employee.
I actually
not
never watched
even gonna
it.
screw me. She's so cool.
Oh man, has
I'd
anybody
totally
seen
hire her.
Stardust? Because that is
I
a
have.
fantastic movie.
Rena got me to watch it.
I
Nice.
feel like I have. What was it about again?
Stardust is about this
It's
kid.
an amazing movie.
Yeah, it's
one of my
fantastic.
favorites.
It's just like a medieval fantasy, but set in its own super unique world. And
It was,
there's
It
like
reminds me of the
a
last
gay
unicorn.
space pirate played by I think it's De Niro. Robert De Niro plays like a
Yes,
gay
and
space
he's
pirate.
so
Stardust.
funny.
He's amazing.
No.
It's the best.
See this?
Yeah, it's
Here's,
a great
what do
movie.
you guys think of Jerry Maguire? Because we're talking about sort of what we call chick flicks. I think Jerry Maguire is a chick flick, but they put sports in it to get
Thanks,
guys
Paul.
to watch it too.
Huh?
Excellent movie.
I don't know what
That's
Jerry.
very clever.
No, you show me the money. It's a very quotable, excellent movie, beginning to end. I like Jerry Maguire a lot. I've seen it like 12 times.
I got one chick flick that I like to watch. Maid of Honor. I don't really like chick flicks, but Maid of
I
Honor.
haven't seen it.
Huh? Yeah, me neither.
It's got McDreamy in it.
Who's Nick
All right.
Cage?
From General Hospital? No. From
Oh,
Grey's Anatomy.
Anatomy, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I haven't watched Grey's
Patrick
Anatomy.
Dempsey, right? That actor is McDreamy.
Yes.
I know.
I remember him from
My boy-
Can't Buy Me Love back in the
Look,
80s because I'm old.
stop.
What about Magic Mike?
I
Oh.
don't
I
watch
want to watch a
that.
movie about strippers.
Kevin Nash is in that movie, but that's all I know. I haven't
So
seen
is
it.
Joe Manganiello, whatever his name is.
Do you know-
Manganiello, too many syllables.
Yeah,
I won't watch it.
that guy's a huge
Can't watch
D&D
it.
player.
There's too many syllables.
Yeah.
My
That guy's
movie,
huge in
I've seen
D&D.
is- Have
if
you guys
I
seen
had like a
Galactus?
chick night, it'd probably be Gladiator, Patriot.
Gladiator.
Love that.
Patriot's really good. That's a Mel Gibson movie that nobody talks about much, but that's actually a
Thank
very
you.
good one. And what's
mean,
his?
Braveheart.
Sorry.
That's a romantic
Yeah,
movie to watch on Valentine's.
I did like Braveheart a lot.
Yeah, Jeff.
Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger's in The Patriot, and he's amazing. That's one of his.
Oh yes.
Yeah, no spoilers, but he's in that one. Yeah,
No spoilers.
Nice.
I don't want to
Spoilers,
spoil.
like movies like 200 years old. But maybe people haven't seen it.
Well, people should watch it because it's one
trying
of
to
those
think of
dark horse
another
picks that nobody's
Chick flick
seen,
that
right?
I like.
Another one that nobody's seen that's got like
This one.
a million stars in it, but before they were famous. If you watch the movie Quick and the Dead,
Oh,
main
I
two
love
characters
The Quick and the Dead.
are
Oh,
Gene Hackman and Sharon Stone, and then two lesser-known actors before they get big, Leonardo DiCaprio
yeah.
and fucking Russell Crowe.
Yay!
And it's a Western, and it's
Yeah!
directed by Sam
They're
Raimi.
so
Who is
good.
this? What is
Sam
this?
Raimi. It's called The Quick and the Dead. Run out and see it. It's just it did terrible in the theaters, but it's an excellent movie.
I
Have
wish
you guys
It's got like
seen-
the biggest
It's amazing.
cast ever,
Quick
but
and the Dead is amazing.
nobody was known back then.
Have you seen Silverado? It's kind of the same way.
Oh no, I haven't.
No.
Huge popular cast, but they're all kind of new at the time. But it's a Western.
He is good.
I like a good
Nice.
Western, so I'll check that one out.
Have you guys
I haven't
ever
seen it for a long time, but
The movie Airplane is probably one of the funniest movies in the world.
Yeah, Leslie Nielsen, classic. Don't Call Me
Yeah.
Shirley.
Oh yeah,
it's a good one.
I did see Airplane. I also
Another
saw
chick
Top
flick.
Gun.
Crimson
Top Gun.
Peak.
Yeah.
Crimson Peak.
Is that a chick flick?
That's a chick flick, right?
Oh.
There's ghosts in it, but yeah, kind of. It is.
Well,
What is it?
it's romantic.
Crimson
It
Peak?
is. It
I
is.
don't know.
It's sort of it's kind of like it's like a Harlequin romance with ghosts in it. Yeah, very gothic. Yeah, it's good.
Nice.
Or
That
Pride
sounds
and
amazing.
Prejudice.
Porky's.
Pride and Prejudice. Love that one. And also the
Porky's. That's another one. That's
Poor-
a
Yeah.
chick flick. There's chicks in it, right? So
Yep. It's a flick about chicks.
I guess I
British-
don't watch that many chick flicks. I'm trying to really think.
Porky's was like what became American Pie in the future, I guess. That was like
yeah, in the
original-
80s, like
that kind of
one
like,
guy with a VCR would rent it, and all the guys would go over and
That-
watch it because their parents weren't home because there's boobies in it.
That's
That's the whole
hilarious.
thing.
I
That's
thought about that movie in so long.
Gladiator is amazing. The Notebook. It's
Oh,
just
man.
like Forrest Gump. Why is he with her? I don't get it. He was.
Oh
she was
yeah.
literally saving him as her last option.
Oh yeah, Jenny's the ultimate villain in like other than
Oh,
Darth
I mean,
Vader, it's
you
Jenny who's
feel-
the biggest villain in all
I mean, she
cinema.
got better.
Otherwise,
But yeah, like she's just like she says like she comes back to him when she's a single mom with AIDS. Like, okay, now I'll marry you. You know, so biggest dick move ever. Terrible.
True, but like also he wasn't all like
There.
So
there you go. Chick flick, A Knight's Tale.
Knight's Tale.
Is that a
I
chick
do
flick?
like A Knight's Tale.
is that a chick flick?
Never watched it actually.
Tony Fletcher, he's
It's
Have
sort
I
of
seen that?
Yeah.
no, never
It was a
mind.
very funny movie. I very much liked that movie.
Oh, I saw that
I
a long
watched
time
it
ago.
about a billion times growing up. But yeah.
Shout out
You know
to
one-
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
The Proposal.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what about Princess Bride? Is that a chick flick?
Oh,
Yes.
the best.
That is
Everyone
a
loves
good
Just
it.
watch Princess Bride. The
Okay,
other
all
one, too.
all in agreement
Yeah.
and say aye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Princess Bride.
Aye.
You know, one I
I'm sure.
watched that wasn't that good, but I watched a lot was Dragonheart.
Dragonheart.
Mm.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen
Yeah, I
that?
wasn't a fan of it. I saw it in the theaters when it came out in the 90s.
Sean Connery played the
Army of
dragon.
Army of Darkness 2.
Wait, what? Army of
There is no Army of Darkness.
Army
Yeah,
of
it's part
Darkness
three,
2.
yes.
I need
And
to see
3.
it now.
2 and
It's
3.
part 3 of no. It's
Doing
Evil
great.
Dead 1,
Watch
2,
them.
and Army of Darkness.
Wow.
All the
Oh, yeah,
Evil
so
Dead
it's
movies
3.
are wonderful. Yeah,
Yeah, but especially that one.
Fair.
I like. Yeah, I don't know.
Ever After I was talking about the other day. That's actually a really good
Don't
movie.
hate me. I've never seen it, and I need to see
I've
it.
never seen it either.
The things
It-
I need to see.
Okay.
It is woke before
hate.
its time, but not in a hit
No
you
hate.
over the head way. It is a chick flick about a girl who's a boss. Like it's a solid movie, and it's funny. There's sword fighting. Like it's got
Okay,
everything a
you
chick
sold
flick
me
needs,
at sword fighting, so
right? It's got a girl sword fighting guys.
Whoa,
Good
no,
movie
no,
on
no.
the
That's
chick flick.
go
that's
check out.
too. No, that's too progressive for me.
What?
A little much for
Wow.
A
Ray
girl
Hyde.
swinging a sword.
Have you
No,
seen
I
Game of
can't.
Thrones?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Uh,
yes, I have. They ruined it. 8th
Well,
season.
Oh,
At least she
I
was
to remember,
built like a guy,
It
you
was
know.
kind of slow,
Yeah.
but that was me.
What is another good chick flick? Man,
Love Actually,
What?
everybody likes. Was a good chick flick.
actually, yeah.
James
Love
Bond.
Actually.
Is what is it?
Not a chick
13
flick.
Reasons? Is that a chick flick?
No. Oh my God. No.
That's just depressing.
Yeah.
What?
13
That's
Reasons.
just depression.
Wow.
Okay, enough chick flick. What's a good man flick? Conan.
Commando.
Man.
Commando is very manly.
Commando.
Very manly.
Actually, Commando is very good.
The best one of those is Predator. I have to say the original
I
Predator.
did like.
I
haven't
I
seen
did
it for so
enjoy
long.
The
Predator.
original
Incredible.
Predator?
It's got
From what
friggin'
year?
Jesse the Body Ventura, Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Oh, okay, okay.
Carl
Oh.
Weathers with the greatest handshake of all time. Oh my goodness,
That's
so
pretty
manly.
good. Ocean's
Highlander's
11.
favorite.
Carlitos has not seen Game of Thrones. What the hell?
Mm.
Yeah, but that's a choice. He chooses not to watch it.
I
Yeah.
commend him.
And I mean, if you're really finding it hard to know what to watch, you should just watch that.
Nah.
You know, The Witcher's pretty good.
The Witcher is
Although-
amazing, and season 2's coming up.
I thought it was a
will
little
say, though-
confusing for no reason, but other than that, I liked it.
Because I'm not going to talk
You guys-
bad about anybody, but the director is a lady, and the way that she envisioned it was super confusing. And
Yeah.
she was trying to be revolutionary because, like, of yes, women directors, and I love women directors, but they did bring in a man for the second one
Oh, really?
to help her, and so it's not going to have all the time jumping because
That's
the
good.
time jumping is what caught me off guard.
I don't think it
First-
added anything either.
I didn't mind it. I didn't love it.
At the end, it tied in, but I mean, if you're new coming into it,
Yeah.
What I hated is that they
I only
built
played the game.
like the girl who's the witch. I don't remember her name. Who like
Yennefer?
starts-
Yennefer.
Yennefer. Yeah,
Yennefer. Yeah.
Winifred.
yeah,
She shows
Yennefer.
her boobs
They
are
built-
out like for 50% of the series. Also,
I mean, also true. But like they build this
the
fantastic
best
like
50%.
the first couple of episodes with her are amazing, and she's this deliciously complicated character,
Exactly.
and then there's just one whole episode where she just like, you know, is kind of mad at the Witcher but bones him anyway, and is following this pretty boy knight around and just wants to have kids because that's what every woman should want. And it's just like, why
that
did
character?
you pick a
That's
brilliant
basically.
character and then just forget that she's a brilliant character for an episode, and then the episode after that she's a brilliant character again. It's like,
well, have you guys played the game?
I've played the third and a little bit of the second.
So the game, so you read the books?
I haven't read the books.
Her story is actually identical to the game. Like, they did a great job in bringing that about because she does want a child, and that's what initially Ciri becomes for her and the Witcher, is their own child, and they become a family of their own in a sense. Oh, I hate my cats for ruining this. I'm sorry, guys.
Did you guys watch The Last Kingdom too, or?
Sounds familiar. I don't think so.
No.
I need to sign off. I turn into a pumpkin in a few moments.
Yeah.
To get back to my things.
Mark,
we
don't
only
you
meant to
have
do
a
this
date
for
with
now.
like KFC Kraft dinner and Parmesan cheese or ramen?
Not today, unfortunately.
What?
I have to.
He has a deadline.
Yeah, I've got computer programming stuff to do. I got a regular job.
Oh, adult stuff.
That's working late, but yeah, I know.
Illusion is broken.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I gotta do things. Oh, we got 11 people watching us now. I mean, 11,000 people watching us now.
Right. It's not bad. I mean, it's kind of low, but
enjoy. I'll catch
11,000?
you guys on Thursday.
usually we have millions.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, great times. Thank you everyone for checking us out.
Yes.
You know,
Watch
So
Thursday.
Thursday we will leave off bringing our captive back to people will hire us, reconnecting hopefully with Seneca.
Just to give a hint to speed things up next time, that guy probably won't be at the yawning portal at 4 a.m.
oh, does that mean we have to hang on to that thug guy for like another 48 hours?
But
sounds like a plan.
just save you a trip to the yawning portal. He won't be there.
Damn.
Okay.
Sometimes you forget that in the world it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
4 a.m. is it?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why
I
we
guess
should
we'll
have
just have to
killed
keep
him.
knocking him out. We'll just keep knocking him out until it's like
That's how
noon.
D&D works. There's no brain damage.
Yeah.
You just keep doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, we might have to kill him. Honestly, like, I don't love it, but, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's some
Anyway,
really
we'll see.
bad torture techniques you can do in D&D. So, you know, if you get the cantrip Spare the Dying, you can cast as much as you want. So you just knock them out, cast Spare the Dying, they don't die. And then you do it over and over. But that's morbid.
intense.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
There's worse ones.
maybe we can lock him up in the trapdoor in our house or something.
Yeah. Make the police watch him.
I mean, he's already bleeding.
In the basement?
Like, I don't know.
Well, we just need to hold on to him so we can hand him over to the dudes, but
We just
Yeah.
need to tie him up super effectively.
or we need to
Like-
find their headquarters and just go dump him there.
Yes, he is good. Sorry.
You know, I do kind of like that idea. Let's just, hey, House of Lords giving us this fucking mission. Fuck you. We're just going to drag this to your house at 4 a.m.
Do like the whole
Yeah, let's
Spider-Man
do it.
thing.
Hang on his door. Drag him out of bed. This is your problem.
Yeah, hey, you wanted something?
We got
Maybe
it.
we can send like a pigeon for Zenekobi to meet us wherever we're going. So we don't have to go all the way back.
I
I'll
wonder
tell
where that
him.
guy lives.
Just
We'll brainstorm.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Ugh. Maybe
throw
we
him crystals
will.
so I can teleport.
What's that?
Also,
Oh,
I'm just saying right now, I am vetoing helping any scarecrows. So guys, just let's save us some time. No scarecrows are being
yeah.
helped.
Oh,
Okay.
Uh-oh.
But
Someone has a phobia.
Scarecrow-
What if the scarecrow needed help though?
Yeah, what if it was the scarecrow that needed help from the humans?
It's a scarecrow. It's like a pile of like
Hell, that's a Dorothy.
whatever.
You've never looked
Yeah.
up scarecrow in the
Wow.
monster manual.
It's just a pile of Guys, we're not doing that, okay? We have one guy,
Right.
we still have to take care of him.
Okay.
No,
so
no,
we'll
that's
see.
not how.
Like, let it
The Scarecrow
die.
thing.
Who's played Skyrim and other games like that? Obviously, you get all the side missions, you do them all at once, and you turn them in so it's efficient. Right?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
you're just like super slow, or
Yeah. You just put that guy in your inventory and then move on.
Yeah, we'll just keep him in the basement, tied to a post. Like he's gonna be our dog,
How could it
and
possibly
then
go wrong?
the House of Lords can come
put a
collect him when
spell
they
on
want.
him. They can think that he's a dog.
Ooh.
I still like the idea of dragging him to whatever their headquarters are and getting our membership.
Oh my
At
god.
4 in the morning.
Take him with
It would be a bold
I mean,
move.
by the time we get there, wherever it is, it won't be 4 in the morning.
Just find an intellect devour to devour his
I
brain.
think like
You're
their
right.
their headquarters
Company.
have like opening hours. Like there are people roaming there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was rope to is that Carlitos? It was a rope. Carlos.
Yeah, it was rope. You know what though? I would be comfortable leaving him in our basement with just more rope. Oh, and we can put like a vase right near the edge of the table and be like, "Yo, Liff, keep an eye on this guy. If he starts waking up, just tip us." And then our ghost
He's
friend
not our
will-
friend.
He's
he's
our
not
He's
our
friend.
a friend.
He's so nice.
He
I love
really
how we
isn't.
said that at the same time.
Oh,
He's
boy.
a friend with conditions.
Who that wanted to keep the seven. He is a
Not another
friend.
King Koo.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
he's
just
friend,
want
like
Tricky
tricky
Bastard,
bastard.
okay? Like, let's
Yeah.
not also
I,
lose Liff.
Actually, I don't think keeping him in our basement is a good idea because we just want to finish this quest. So, like, we're gonna go do other stuff, and then he's gonna be gone, and it's
Well,
gonna be
who
a whole
knows
other
where
thing. And,
Jalister Silvermane's house is?
Well,
yeah, we're gonna
that'll
have
be
to
the
figure that
question.
out, guys.
Maybe look it up before next episode.
Yeah.
No,
Get a
well,
phone
you
book.
know, I feel like our characters should go to the yawning portal to ask the guy. Is it
Durnan?
closed? Do they close the yawning portal?
No,
or are they
they
like
don't
a
close.
24/7 joint?
The
Um,
24/7.
I'm sure Floon slept there like the night before, like at the bar, like just with his face on the bar. So I don't know.
I actually have a few. I have a book that literally goes into details about the Yawning Portal, but a bit nerdy. But yeah, the I would imagine it would eventually close. Like most bars would eventually close.
I was listening to the song "White and Nerdy" the other day.
Yes.
You're white and nerdy.
There was a line about Dungeons and Dragons. I felt so seen.
What is it? It's like, wait, ain't got no girls but a server braces. No, it's before that.
All I remember is I'm white and nerdy, and then something about mowing the lawn.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Uh,
I
should
have it
find it.
memorized, the whole thing, but I can't remember which part was the D&D.
Do you know
I
Weird Al
trust
actually
your
had a
memory.
contract to make all those albums, and he just finished it like 3 years ago or something like that?
Wow.
wow.
Yeah, it was something recent, somewhat recent.
That's a long
That
time.
guy.
Yeah.
Slurping in a burrito at the portal. I like it. All right, guys.
Yeah,
I
we
am
should get going.
Yeah.
to bounce.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Watch on Thursday.
See
Don't
you guys
forget.
Thursday.
Tell your friends.
Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Course them. Tie them up in your basement. Make sure they watch.
Yeah, do the alpha.
All right.
When we say invite, we mean kidnap.
If they say no, that just means they're open for kidnapping or negotiation.
That's,
What?
Don't kill for anything under 30 gold. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Here.
there you go.
We're not paying that much. Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Indian Street.
And that's a lot of fun.
How did I end up down here?
Ew.
Oh.